Welcome to the deep dive. You're likely here because you know time is, well, critical in business.
Especially when it comes to being informed.
Exactly. Today we're tackling something really crucial, maybe even a bit uncomfortable for anyone running their own show.
Which is,
What actually happens to your business if, suddenly you can't run it?
right. We've dug into quite a few articles, guides, all focused on estate planning, but specifically for business owners like you.
And our goal here isn't just talking about worst case scenarios. It's about the health of your business now.
Absolutely. And securing it for the future.
So our mission today,
Mm.
simple. We want to pull out the absolute must-know insights, why estate planning isn't optional, basically.
For any business, really, big or small.
We want you to leave understanding the key things to think about, maybe your next step, without, getting swamped by legal jargon.
Okay, let's get into it.
So what's the absolute bedrock principle we saw everywhere?
It boils down to this. You need a plan. A plan so the business keeps running smoothly, whatever happens.
Like retirement, maybe? Or something unexpected?
Could be anything. Retirement, health issues, life throwing a curveball. It's about continuity, making sure the doors stay open.
And tied right into that is protecting your family, your personal stuff too, right?
Oh, definitely. They're like two sides of the same coin. It's not just the business assets.
It's safeguarding your family's future. It's that layer of security.
Exactly. And the sources we looked at were pretty consistent on the how, the specific legal tools.
Okay, like what? What kept coming up?
Well, number one, unsurprisingly, is a will. You need that to spell out who inherits the business, who gets your other assets.
Right, the will seems foundational. But you mentioned other tools. I saw living trust pop up a lot.
Yes, the living trust. It does more than just name heirs.
How so? What's the big advantage for a business owner compared to just a will? Maybe around privacy or keeping things moving.
That's a great point. A key difference is that a living trust usually helps you avoid probate.
Probate. That's the court process for validating a will, right?
Right.
Can't be public.
Exactly, and it can take time, a long time sometimes. For a business, that uncertainty isn't good.
Right. Employees, customers, suppliers, they all notice.
It can impact value, operations. A living trust allows for a smoother, more private transfer of those assets, usually quicker, too.
Okay, that makes a ton of sense for stability.
Right.
What about situations where you're still here, but maybe can't make decisions? Incapacitated.
Yeah, that's where powers of attorney are absolutely critical.
Okay.
You appoint someone you trust to make decisions for you if you can't.
Like financial decisions for the business.
Yes, a financial power of attorney lets someone manage business affairs, pay bills, keep the lights on.
There's a healthcare one too.
Right. A healthcare power of attorney lets someone make medical decisions based on your wishes. You need both.
So we've got the legal paperwork covered, wills, trusts, powers of attorney. For transferring things or managing if you're unable. But then, who actually steps up?
Ah, the million-dollar question.
Who runs the business day to day if you're not there?
Yeah.
That's succession planning, yeah.
That's exactly it. And a lot of the guides really hammered this home. It's not enough to just write a name down.
You need a real plan for leadership.
A proactive one.
Huh.
You need to figure out who could potentially take over. Family, maybe. Key employees. Someone external.
And then what? Just hope they're ready.
No. You need to actively prepare them for that role. Mentor them, train them.
Did the sources give any tips on, like, how to even find that person? Especially if it's not obvious, like a kid who wants the job.
Yeah, a few ideas came up. One was, look inside first. Who already gets the business, shows leadership potential.
Existing talent. Makes sense.
Another big one, start early. Don't wait until you're thinking about retiring.
It's a long game.
Definitely. Long-term development. Maybe give potential successors smaller leadership roles, see how they do, delegate more.
Like a tryout, almost.
Alright.
Grooming future leaders. Okay, now this next bit, for me, is where it gets really practical beyond the what-ifs. The money side.
Ah, yes, the financial and tax implications. Very important.
Estate planning isn't just about passing things on. It can actually save you money. Minimize taxes.
It absolutely can. Smart planning is a powerful tool for reducing the tax hit, both on the business and personal assets when they transfer.
How so? Any specifics mentioned?
Well, some guides got into things like specific types of trusts or gifting strategies during your lifetime, things that can really lower the potential estate tax bill on the business value.
Stuff owners might not even know is possible.
Right. And some also mention life insurance, using that to provide cash, maybe to cover taxes, or just support the family.
So passing it on efficiently, not just passing it on. Okay, this all sounds, well, it sounds like a lot to juggle on your own.
It can be, yeah. Which leads directly to the piece of advice we saw in literally every single source.
Let me guess. Talk to a professional.
You got it. Get expert help.
Mm-hmm.
Estate planning lawyers, financial advisors who specialize in this.
Their expertise is worth it.
Invaluable, really. They know the landscape, the specific strategies for your business, your situation. They tailor the plan.
Okay. And what about folks listening who aren't sole owners?
Yeah.
People with partners.
Ah, good point. For them, another document kept coming up as absolutely essential.
Which is?
A buy-sell agreement.
Buy-sell. Okay, why is that so crucial if you share ownership?
Because it creates a clear roadmap. It says exactly what happens if one owner wants out or has to leave retirement, disability, death, even just deciding to do something else.
So it prevents chaos later.
Pretty much. It usually details how the departing owner's share gets valued and who gets to buy it, the other partners, maybe the company itself.
It stops arguments before they start.
Yeah.
Like a business prenup.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good analogy. It lays out the rules for separation agreed upon ahead of time.
Okay, so you've got the will, the trust, the powers of attorney, the buy-sell agreement, all the legal stuff nailed down.
Mm-hmm.
But does the plan work if nobody knows about it?
That's a huge piece. Communication.
Talking about it.
Yes, the sources stress this. Talk to your family. Talk to key employees who'll be involved or affected.
Why is that so important? Seems sensitive.
It prevents surprises, misunderstandings down the road. It lets people know your wishes, reduces anxiety, makes any transition way smoother if everyone's on the same page.
Foster security, you mean?
Exactly. Now, one last thing. It wasn't always a headline, but it's just logical, right? This plan, it's not one and done.
Things change. The business grows or shrinks. Your life changes. Kids, marriage, divorce.
Precisely. So the implied advice really is that you have to review this stuff regularly.
How often do you think?
Well, definitely after any major life event or big business changes. And even if nothing major happens, maybe every few years, tax laws change too.
So it needs to be a living document, evolving with you.
Absolutely. Keep it current.
Okay, let's pull this all together. What's the big takeaway for you listening right now?
I think the main thing is this isn't just for giant corporations or, the super wealthy.
Right. Every single business owner needs to think about this. Seriously.
It's fundamental. It's about protecting everything you've worked for, your legacy, your family's security.
It gives you peace of mind, doesn't it? Knowing there's a plan.
It really does. And being proactive is it's the smart way. It avoids so many potential headaches, later legal fights, financial strain, the business falling apart.
So maybe a final thought to leave you with. Based on everything we've talked about, what's one thing about your business's future, maybe succession, maybe protection, that you now realize needs a proper written plan?
Just identifying that one thing is a great first step.
Definitely.
Right.
And from there, we really encourage you. Look into it more and seriously consider talking to those experts.
Mm-hmm. This deep dive gives you the overview, the why. Taking action is the next crucial bit.